All right, welcome everybody back to the Dave Knows Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, David Lee. And right off the bat, we got one person on the show already. Thank you very much for being here, and I'm glad and welcome to the show. All right, we're going to give a moment to let some more people, more people following in. Awesome. Okay, we're going to let more people come on in, and hey, I'm here to talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Anthony Mazzola, hey, what is going on, Anthony? Hey, Dakota Jennings, what up with you? I'm doing good. How about you? All right, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys so much. Oh, everyone's popping. Too sweet indeed. As we know, that's going to be the first thing we're going to talk about today, the too sweet thing. All right, so I don't know how much, and welcome to the show, everybody joining us. Welcome, welcome. Hey, what is up, John? How you doing? Okay, so for those of you who may or may not know what's the story with the whole Bullet Club too sweet thing is, hey, yay, I don't got school today, so I can watch. Oh, hey, welcome. Hey, 13 Smart. Oh, man. Yeah, maybe I should push the show. You know, being on Fridays, it's a different time period, so I don't know when the best time to be on is. I'm still trying to figure that out, if, what day on Friday is. I want to book that Simon Miller NYC Street Fight so bad day. All right, man. That's a good one. Okay, so, thank you for the thumbs up. All right, so, yeah, still trying to figure out when the best time to put the show on is. Maybe I'll push it back. For time period wise, this actually works out fairly well for me this time. But if there's enough of a demand for me to push it to a different time period, thank you for the thumbs up. I'm more than happy to do that. Just, we just got to figure it out. All right, so, still playing around with the format. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is RVD fan, are you? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the Too Sweet Bullet Club thing. Okay, so for you who don't know, hey, what is up, Edwin? So for those of you who don't, thank you for the thumbs up. Awesome. So for those of you who may not know, the thing that happened with the Bullet Club is they decided with Cody Rhodes, thank you for the thumbs up. They decided that the Bullet Club decided to invade Raw. And I believe it was Raw. It might have been SmackDown, but I'm pretty sure it was Raw. They decided to invade Raw, kind of like what DX did to WCW in 1998. So the Bullet Club was outside of the arena where they were holding Raw, and they were talking to a bunch of fans. And it was also revealed by some fan, whether this is true or not, is that they got to go to Raw for free just because WWE is tired of looking at lackluster crowds, small crowds, so they wanted a bigger turnout. So they started giving away tickets just to get people to show up. And this Bullet Club invasion outed them for that. So allegedly, Vince McMahon is not happy about that. He doesn't like that this is getting out, that people know that this is how it's done. Exactly. Bullet Club pulled a DX. Exactly. And so Vince McMahon... Now, this might have been harmless, and now a lot of people want to point out the hypocrisy of Vince McMahon being upset about this, and that's fair. But on top of that, just like what happened that night when DX went to Nitro. Exactly. So you guys all know. But the thing about it is, yes, it is, there is a bit of a hypocrisy there. But the biggest thing is, it seems that Vince was upset at the reveal that they're giving away tickets to help boost their fill out their crowd. That is what Vince doesn't like, that it was being outed. It wasn't on the anniversary of the invasion. Well, it's not on an even number because that happened in 1998, if I'm not mistaken. So next year would have been the 20th anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. So if that's what you mean. I'm sure about that. So here's the thing. Nitro gave free tickets to that show. Yeah. But WCW doesn't, but that was not revealed. And plus, I don't think WCW cares about that. At least not that I remember. But at any rate, so the thing about the Bullet Club is, and they also tried to free their brothers, Gallows, Anderson, and Finn Balor. As what I've been told, Vince being so upset with the fact that they've been outed for, hey, what is up, the Elite, giving away their free tickets and being outed for that, Vince decided to retaliate by putting out a cease and desist to the Bullet Club for the too sweet hand gesture. And saying that they've had that copyright when they bought some say when they bought WCW, they inherited that copyright. Others say there was no copyright and they didn't, but they filed for one in 2015, and they just haven't been enforcing it. Either way, WWF is going to try and make sure the Bullet Club is not doing that anymore. And even though they have been for a while, and the thing was they have been doing it prior to the 2015 copyright, so they would be in the right if that is true. But the problem is or they might be in the right. The problem is, okay, I am 15 and currently training to be a pro wrestler. Good for you. I am training 1 month and 2 weeks. I have a big plan. Big plans, big reward. Very good. The Edgehead, how would, let me get back, let me just catch up on the chat. How would that not get out if someone got free tickets? Surely someone would post. Yeah, they would, but they didn't like that a wrestling organization was posting it or, talking about it. So obviously, and they've been doing this for a while too. The free tickets is not something new. WWE is WCW now officials have, on one hand, doesn't know that others are writing his crap and that guy's ego is so big that he obviously is going to give away tickets to fill up buildings. Yeah, no, that's fair. They're doing the Too Sweet for 3 years now. Yep. Hey, Maurice, what's going on? And thank you for the thumbs up. Too sweet. WWE is a shell of its former self. Yeah, in certain aspects, yes. But in other ways, I actually think it's better than it used to be. But yeah, so going to that, so you guys are kind of with me, not all that happy about this. I don't blame you. I'm not either. But now here's the thing. The Bullet Club might be able to do this with no harm, no foul, and there's nothing wrong with it. But the problem comes about is even if WWE is right or wrong, it doesn't matter because they have the ability, they have the legal team, they have the funds to keep this case drawn out. And Bullet Club, the Young Bucks, they just couldn't, they might not be able to afford to keep fighting, so they're just going to have to give up, which is, the story, which is a common story where a bigger organization will be wrong and in the wrong, but they just have enough money to keep the lawsuit going where the opposing party has to give up because they can't afford the court fees and they have to give in. This happens a lot. And it's unfortunate. And it's unfortunately, and what Vince McMahon was talking about, how he never loses cases when he got hit by Kevin Owens, and said that there are rules that are made for people like him. And this is the kind of thing they're talking about. So unfortunately, it seems like the Young Bucks, best to just back off, even if it doesn't make any sense for them to really put, even if they're in the right, and even if they're not wrong, they still kind of have to back off just because they can't afford to keep going at it. So unfortunately, it looks like the Bullet Club might have to stop doing the hand gesture. And yeah, a lot of people are upset about that, and I don't blame you. I am too. Dave is the future of wrestling YouTubers, and I hope so. Thank you, the elite. WWE is white. And I'm not going to watch till I go to Raw on the 16th. Okay, WWE is going fine. The Young Bucks, 150,000 if they don't stop the Too Sweet. Yeah. Wouldn't that just push more WWE fans away over small things? Not really. I mean, the thing is, no. I mean, WWE has and people, and thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you, and welcome to the chat, everyone who's just joining us. Should have done that with TNA, the Broken Heart. They are doing that with the Broken Hardys gimmicks. They are keeping this going, and they are trying to bleed TNA dry, or Impact, or whatever you want to call it. They are currently doing that. That is the plan. Just TNA is just not giving in, and TNA as a company has a little more resources apparently than the Young Bucks does, or they're just more stubborn. Either way, the Reflex. What is going on? The Bullet Club would probably win on pure legal standpoint. Yeah, but WWE, Vince McMahon can drag the case out like he's been doing for all of his lawsuits, which is why he doesn't lose. Looks like the Elite is going to be in the WWF for a long time now. Okay, so and thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, and welcome everyone who's joined us. Okay, so that's the unfortunate side of the legal world that we're in right now. At least in this country, that's the way it is. At least in America, that's the way it is. So unfortunately, being right does not necessarily mean that you win the case. It's just how things are done. And it's unfortunate, but that seems to be the way it is. Now, in terms of, but this does bring up something very interesting for me, is when we're talking about WWE being, good or bad. Hey, Christian, hey, what is up? Welcome back. When we're talking about whether or not, hey, Finn, are you who I think you are? Or is that just a coincidence that you have the same picture? Man, Bear, Pig? Maybe? Anyway, hey, well, welcome, and thanks for the thumbs up, and welcome to the chat. We were just talking about the Too Sweet legal problem. New sub. Oh, hey, new sub. Oh, you have a similar picture of someone else. Okay, well, welcome, Finn. Welcome to the show. Hey, what is up, Billy? Okay, so we were just talking about the Too Sweet hand gesture and how the WWE is going to use their legal abilities to strong arm their way into getting the Bullet Club and the Young Bucks to just stop, even though the Young Bucks and the Bullet Club may be totally in the right to do so. The Bullet Club is NJPW's version of the NWO, right? Technically speaking, yes. There was a Japanese version of the NWO, like straight up NWO for a period of time. A lot of people do. That's what happened. Yeah, it does suck. It sucks what happens. A lot of people unfortunately confuse this because Eric Bischoff got the idea for a Bullet Club from Japan, and then Japan had their version, their chapter of the NWO. Now, a lot of people think that that is the original NWO that Eric Bischoff ripped off, but that is not so. The New World Order NWO gimmick, that was conceived by Eric Bischoff, and he put it in WCW, but because it was the idea, the concept came from Japan, he decided to give them okay to allow them to use it. And there was an NWO in Japan, a chapter that actually survived a little bit longer than the American version, than the real version. So interesting to know. Do you feel like it'd be a good move to let Dustin have one final run in WWE without the Goldust gimmick? At his age, I don't know. He's looking kind of beat up. Can you do an ominous promo on Nikki Bella? Ooh, Nikki, I like it. I'm gonna have to. I could definitely go on. There's a lot to say on Nikki Bella, so I think that's possible. The new leaders versus the old leaders. Interesting. Okay. I like the idea of, like, see, if it was for Starrcade, especially if Starrcade was on air, I would really like to see Dustin Rhodes be Dustin Rhodes, and especially if they could get Cody on board, which is probably not looking very likely at this point. But yes, but at the same, I mean, yes, if the circumstances were right, like I said, Starrcade. Because the thing about Goldust is Goldust was a revolutionary character, way ahead of his time, did a lot of great things, and I see nothing wrong with him going out as Goldust. I think that's cool, and also, what does he want? What he wants is important to me. If I were Vince, I would take advantage of the NFL controversy going at the moment and bring in some good old American jingoism into the WWE and bring back some fans. Well, as I've spent... interesting idea. It started all in New Japan Pro Wrestling in an Inner Circle company angle. Yeah, but it wasn't actually the trademark NWO. Yes, exactly. Okay, Hardy's versus Rhodes Starrcade. Unfortunately, off the table at the moment, it seems, because Jeff Hardy is injured, so he may not be able to make the show. And he's no longer being advertised, from what I understand, for that Starrcade show. That was the gimmick that inspired down. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, right, the new leaders versus the old leaders. That's what we're talking about. Sorry, I'm getting all discombobulated back and forth. Would you like to see Beer Money versus DX? No. I'm not a DX fan, and but even beside that, like, I can understand that DX has their place and they can have a good run. But the thing about it is, now just bear with me. I'm not a Beer Money fan. I like both James Storm and Bobby Roode. I just don't like them together as a tag team. That's my thing. I've never liked them together as a tag team. It's the same thing like Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. I love both of those guys, but I don't like them as a tag team. So, they did good work as a tag team. I'm not saying they didn't. I just didn't want them as a tag team. So it's just kind of one of those things. So Beer Money, I like both of those guys a lot. I just don't want them together as a tag team. I don't hate it when they are, but I've just never been a big Beer Money fan. It's never been my thing. American Dream Dustin versus American Nightmare Cody would be good. Yeah, that would be good. I would be totally down that. When did you start? I started around 3:45. And thank you for coming, Train. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Tell me points fake gun. Well, you can always turn on notifications. Just, Dave is too sweet. Sweet little dead man. Cool name. Club versus Rhodes Starrcade. Interesting. I don't mind that. But allegedly, the club is going against the Midnight Express, I believe. I think that's what they're lobbying for, or the Rock and Roll Express. I got them mixed up. I'm not sure, one of those two. I still don't forgive, but that might be something. I still don't forgive WWE for breaking up the Hart Dynasty in 2010. Yeah, oh yeah, and doing absolutely nothing with either of them. I could not agree more. And speaking of that, which, since you are a big fan of the Hart Foundation 2.0, there's a good chance I might be seeing Teddy Hart tomorrow. Just throwing that out there. Might be talking to him, which will be cool. I'm trying. So there's a good chance. Starrcade should be an Inner Circle promotion. Raw versus SmackDown idea, throw in NXT matches. Okay, an inner promotion. I can. Yeah, I like the. I mean, right now it kind of is because the Hardys, well, at least Matt so far is still scheduled on. He's from Raw. The only thing I don't want though is, and yeah, I agree, it should be a pay-per-view. It should be like, I kind of want to move it to December, make it the big December pay-per-view. But my only downside to this is I don't want a lot of people who really have no business mucking up the works with Starrcade. Like, I don't want to see Randy Orton. I don't want to see Jinder Mahal. I don't want to see. I don't want to see John Cena. I don't want to see a lot of these guys who really have no business being in a Starrcade pay-per-view. Thank you for the thumbs up, and just lost it, so never mind. Apparently someone changed their mind. I apologize. Oh, that's back. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up. So, like, the thing is, I don't want to see certain people who don't have any real connection. Like, I like that it's people like Charlotte, people who fit the WCW mentality or are connected to WCW in some way. And even if they're not WCW people, they carry that thing with them, or they're from North Carolina like the Hardys, they have a reason for being there. They're not like thank you for the thumbs up. They're not very big WWE people, and they're just being shoehorned in. There's just another excuse for WWE stuff. I want this to be a return to more NWA style wrestling, and if they have the right guys who are capable of doing that, then I have no problem with it. So there you go. What about the Shield versus Sanity? Oh, well, okay. So let's move right along because we're definitely going to talk about that. I know a little bit because I was in school. Hey, that's okay, man. That's okay. But glad, Chris, you're out here. Okay, finally, someone else who got that I killed, said that I got killed for saying Cesaro, Tyson Kidd were some random. Yeah, and that's my thing. Someone else commented on that on the Cesaro video, saying that, how dare you say he's not getting pushed because he's in tag teams and he wins a tag team title. Like, that's not the point. And I'm not disrespecting tag teams. Dudley's tag team titles are amazing. They're supposed to get the tag team titles. Thank you for the thumbs up. That's what it's all about. But when you have a hodgepodge tag team, that's clearly just two guys that you shove together because you don't know what else to do with them. That's not an upgrade. Even if you give them tag strips, still not a push. And, Sheamus and Cesaro is definitely another example of that. So there you go. Dave, should I change my pick to Razor or Macho? Ooh. Off the top of my head, I say Macho, but I could go either. Oh, no, I know what you meant. I could definitely say Razor. But hey, how about off the top of my head, I'm going to say Macho, but I am a big Razor fan too. So how about we let you guys decide? Everybody chip in your vote. What should the 13-year-old Smart change his picture to? Macho Man or Razor Ramon? Chime in now. We got the Trains vote already. Okay, now how about the Shield versus the Undisputed Era? Too soon for that. Too soon. And I really hate that name. How about the Vacant versus Brock Lesnar? Vacant versus Brock Lesnar? I thought Brock Lesnar is vacant at this point. The Undisputed Era is a dumb name for a stable. Absolutely. Just the Undisputed would have been fine. I got sweat hands. Don't be so nervous. And seems like no one's... Revival Starrcade. If they were both healthy, yes, they totally fit. They totally belong. Authors of Pain versus the Shield at Starrcade. Have an Authors of Pain go. Well, I will say that Authors of Pain. I will say Roman Reigns does not belong there. But I feel what you mean. Vacant is actually banging Cena. Would you be able to see Braun Strowman now versus The Undertaker from 2007? Yeah, I would love to see that. I want that. I would have loved that. Okay, so Kevin Owens, I think, belongs on the show. I think he could definitely, he's like Starrcade worthy. Indie Circuit Mafia would have worked over better as a name for him, Undisputed Mafia. Yeah, Undisputed Era. Yeah, absolutely. That would be a much better name. Paul Ellering was in the NWA. Yes, he was. A-Train for champion. Matt Bloom, isn't he teaching now? Isn't he a trainer? Okay, so talking about the Shield. Okay, so possibility for a Shield reunion. Now, allegedly, this also ties into the Cena thing. Now, I don't believe for a second that John Cena is retiring. I don't care how the match seemed. I don't care that he, gave his wristband away. I don't care that he said he can't do it full time, and I'm sure that's true. Cena is bowing out, yeah, and they tried Daniel Bryan trick of getting Roman Reigns over, where the guy is just going to make Roman Reigns out to be a big deal. Really try, don't buy it. Sorry, not working. What I don't get is how they're having Starrcade be a house show. I agree, and not put on the network. I totally agree. Just at least film it, put it on the network. Even if they don't use it as a pay-per-view or hype it as a pay-per-view, at least put it on the network. That's ridiculous that they're not. Roman won't win me. Yeah, same thing. They don't get what's going to get this guy over. They don't. Just an idea about it, but it'll happen. But what about Sanity versus Wise? That is cool. Okay, so that's going to bring up a couple things. So, all right, we're, like always, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches, and the show changes a lot. So, okay, here's the thing. So John Cena, I don't believe is retiring for a second, okay? And if things kind of slow down for him, I wouldn't be surprised if Cena winds up coming back full-time, at least at some point in time, at least for a stretch, for a year or something like that. I think he is capable of still going full-time. But now they're saying without Cena as a money draw there, and with their refusal to do anything about the Brock Lesnar situation and keep the belt on him, they're having a hard time filling attendance, which is something that, maybe they need to piece together, is the fact that your champion is not at Raw, and your top, and the people that you keep billing as a top talent is either not there or no one likes them. So they're trying to do some things to get big money draw in, and allegedly the Shield returning is going to be that thing, especially since they debuted in a TLC pay-per-view 5 years ago, and because of that, TLC would be the perfect time to bring back the Shield as far as they're concerned. I don't think that's the right time. I'd rather have seen SummerSlam or have them hold off for the Rumble or a bigger reveal, but rumor has it it's going to be TLC, and that's because of Cena. And so that's the reunion. And now the current plan, which is tentative, it's not set in stone, but the rumor has it, but the rumor has it now, it's not set in stone, and thank you for the thumbs up, everyone, thank you. Rumor has it that they are going to go against the Miz Taraj, which I think is definitely a mistake, because who cares about the Miz Taraj? And plus, Dean Ambrose and the Miz, way too much. Just please stop it. Enough already. And this also might tie into the whole idea of the Miz and Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental title. Therefore, the Roman Reigns can become the new Grand Slam champion, which I did that video on. I should return is against the Miz Taraj. Bring back Terror Rising for Starrcade. That would be interesting. Versus Dustin Rhodes. There you go. All right, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking of the WCW mentality. Roman going to win the IC after Miz breaks the record. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, AJ versus Ricochet. Book it. Yep, I'm in for that. I want Ricochet in already, and he keeps making it seem like he's gonna be here. He keeps, it seems that way. So that's the plan. Now, there are so many other tag teams, groups, stables, what have you. Roman Reigns, more like Borman Reigns. There are so many other people, there are so many other staples that you could do to go against the Shield, whether the Shield puts them over or not. Now, in terms of the Wyatts, I was talking to someone, Ryan's actually here in the other room, but we were talking, and I was saying how Bray, to reinvigorate him a little bit, I wouldn't mind it if, and I might have mentioned this before, but I wouldn't mind it if when Sanity calls up, Bray Wyatt kicks EY out, and then Eric Young leaves Sanity, and then Bray Wyatt takes over, and that's his new Wyatt family. I kind of want that. Christian for a Hall of Fame? Absolutely. Okay, Smart. I knew that. But hey, cool for sharing. This reminds me of WCW keeping certain people on the top, then randomly new guys. I don't know if my connection's a little slow. It's because I'm in a different room and I think I'm too far away from the Wi-Fi. So if it's all weird and messed up, using as top dogs. Yeah, WCW. Yeah. Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus TJP versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus AJ Styles. Now that would be a mighty explosion for me. Bring back the Wildcat Willie. Huh. Hey, Smart. That's all right. No Lip Rush versus Pete Dunne. Eric Young is way too good to be a ham and egger. That would make him. No, I don't think so. I think you could establish an EY Bray Wyatt feud, which is pretty cool, and then EY can go over as a face, which I know Sanity's kind of a face anyway, but I think EY can break out as a solo star. I think EY can break out as a solo star on his own, and I think an EY versus Bray could actually do a pretty good job of that. If Christian goes in Hall of Fame, they should wait until Mania is in Toronto again. When is that happening? And if it is, I don't know about it. Would you like to see Braun Strowman versus The Abyss? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I think Abyss's time is up, though, but I would kind of like that. Wildcat Willie versus Gobbledygooker. The true WCW versus WWF match we never got to see. Well, that is a match we never got to see. With Oklahoma and Mark Madden doing commentary, right? I was actually thinking of you, dude, when I was in college. Yeah, what happened in college? Cedric Alexander versus AJ Styles. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, what was going on in college, Train? Okay, the Demon. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Thank you. You guys are great with the likes. Cedric versus the Kiss Demon versus Fake Undertaker is my dream match. Whoa, against Brian Lee or Scott Miller versus Unmasked Rey Mysterio for Starrcade. Unmasked, really? Want to go unmasked? Okay. Ernest the Cat Miller versus Randy the Ram for Starrcade. How about that? I was talking about amazing match. Oh, thank you very much, Train. You're awesome. Is Jinder the worst WWE champion? Nobody's up there. He is up there. So I said you. Thank you very much, Train. You are the best. AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander. Yep. I'm a big Cedric Alexander fan, so yeah, no qualms for me on that one. I got laughed. Well, thank you for suffering being laughed at. Thank you on my behalf. That means a lot that you would take that. 3 count versus 3MB Starrcade. Yeah, 3 count. I like 3 count, man. I missed them. He is too busy fixing up, with Canadian women to stay in this country and making us to fight Braun Strowman. Ha. Injuries versus WWE. Oh, injuries is winning. Do you think they won't give Paul Heyman a full statement in order to keep Bobby Heenan the top manager? No, I don't think so. And you know what? Here's the funny thing. I had this conversation with a friend of mine who's a little bit younger than me a while ago. Oh, Johnny. He's been on the show before. And the thing about Johnny is he really thinks Paul Heyman's up there for best manager of all time. And for me, I don't see that as even like a question. Bobby Heenan, don't get me wrong, he had a few duds like Haku, and you could specify that Bobby didn't have necessarily everybody, but the Bobby Heenan family, by far a great pedigree. Where you look at Paul Heyman's stables, and Paul Heyman, okay, he has Brock, he has CM Punk, but what about Curtis Axel? And as much as I love Cesaro didn't work out, but he had Curtis Axel. There's somebody else he had that I totally forgot about. That's like, oh yeah, this guy was a Paul Heyman. Oh yeah, Ryback for a period of time. He had so many failed missions, and let's look at Dangerous Alliance. And I like the Dangerous Alliance, and I like those guys, but his WCW career, if you just look at the people Paul Heyman managed, as they were managed by Paul Heyman at that time, he hasn't had the best track record. Where Bobby Heenan's guys, sure, all right, not all of them were successful, but he did manage, he did manage top tier dudes, even if they weren't champion, like Mr. Perfect or whatnot. These guys were elite level even without the belts, and this was a time period where you also didn't need the belt to win either. But Bobby Heenan a much more successful stable. So I don't think that WWE is holding Heyman back because of Bobby Heenan. I think Bobby Heenan speaks for himself, and I don't think Heyman's even close to being on Bobby Heenan's level, and he never was. But that's my opinion. Like Paul Heyman, to me, you can compare him to Paul Bearer, because Paul Bearer had a handful of guys that he managed successfully, really well, and that's it. But and it's the same amount. Now, Paul Heyman, on the other hand, had a lot more duds than Paul Bearer, so what do you think about that? Summer Rae equals Paul Heyman girl. First Paul Heyman girl. Ernest Miller versus Tony Schiavone. Starrcade. Ryback. Yeah, Ryback. There you go. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Heyman's had a lot of duds, and a lot of people forget about those. Pick 5 WWE stars to be in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Like in real life or just to act? Because am I looking for actors or people I want ready to gut in their sleep? ECW Paul Heyman equals best Paul Heyman. Yep. Judy Bagwell versus Mama Benjamin forklift match at Starrcade. There you go. Now we're talking. Cornette best manager. See, now Cornette, you have a leg to stand on. Cornette has done some great managerial work. Has great people that he's represented. You look at his, you look at all of his time before WWE, and you even look at his stuff during the WWF. He's got a great roster. So if anything, I think Jim Cornette's got a much better track record than Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman's not even an argument for best manager for me. He doesn't sniff the top 5, top 10. I don't know. He might not even make the top 20 for me. But that's just me. I like Paul Heyman. I'm a big Paul Heyman guy. I got a shirt that says I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I'm just saying in terms of a in-story character manager, I just don't see what legs he has to stand on. He's a great talker, but in terms of a manager, I don't see where you can go with this. Harry Flynn watching wrestlers. Good old Jim Cornette go at it with Vince Russo once and for all. I would love to see it. So, who's the top 10 managers? Okay, like I said, Bobby Heenan #1. For what he's worth, I'm not doing this in order, but I'm going to spout this off the top of my head. I'm not doing this in order, but I'm going to say this off the top of my head. But Paul Heyman's definitely #1. Jimmy Hart is definitely up there. Jim Cornette is up there. Paul Bearer is up there in a way. Paul Bearer and Bill Alfonso I put up there for a very weird group, is that they were really good at managing specific guys. They only had a small list of guys that they were really good at managing, but they were great at it. Like Paul Bearer could not be more perfect for The Undertaker. It's like he was just so good at that one thing. It's kind of like it's kind of like if you talk about the best voice actors for cartoons, I bring up Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy was like the greatest Batman there ever was. I think he's the better Batman than any live-action Batman. Kevin Conroy is like the best Batman. He doesn't really do anything beyond that, but who cares? Because he's so good at being Batman. So it's like the same thing with Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer is so good at being an Undertaker manager that I don't really care that he managed, and Kane. I don't really care if he doesn't manage anyone else other than Kane and The Undertaker, because that's his role, and he did so good at it. So he goes in that category. Bill Alfonso branches out a little bit more, but Bill Alfonso with RVD, with Sabu, and all the people he's managed, you have to bring him up. You have to bring him up. So where am I at? 5 better than Adam West. Yeah, I like Kevin Conroy better than Adam West, but no one could ever be as good of a gray ghost as Adam West, though. Vince Russo versus Tony Giovanni. Paul Bearer didn't need anyone. Yeah, exactly. That's all he needed. And Kane was just icing on the cake. We just got lucky with that. Matilda instead. Nice. Okay, so. So what am I up to? Yeah, I'm up to 5 already. How dare you? Sorry, man. So I'm up to 5 already. Who else I got? Part of me wants to say Sunny. I'm not sure. Sensational Sherry's not bad. She's a good answer too. So Sensational Sherry, I'll definitely put up there. Sunny may make it. Sunny may make it. He may not. It's Sunny. She may make it. She may not. J.J. Dillon. Oh, absolutely. J.J. Dillon definitely goes on the list. That's for sure. I'm putting him on the list. Definitely. Miss Elizabeth. Okay, now that's the same thing as the Paul Bearer argument, but but I don't know that she was so perfect for the Macho Man. I'm not 100% sure. She's in consideration. Sunny and Miss Elizabeth are in consideration. I'm definitely putting Dillon on the list and definitely putting Sherry on the list. Okay, so I got 3 more to go. How about Keith David is Goliath? Well, he had a voice he had a good voice, but I mean, and not just as Goliath. Keith David, period, for a voice of anything. He goes up there with Michael Ironside as the guys whose their voices are good. I don't care. Just cast him as something. But yeah, Keith David, good answer. Who else? Okay, where was I? I kind of got... no, not Kevin Sullivan. I'm not putting that guy there. I feel like there's an obvious name that I'm just not thinking of right now. Eric Bischoff? Nah, I wouldn't go with Bischoff. Yeah. There is totally somebody. Looks Luger. Nope, not Luger. I'll put Virgil before I put Luger. Fifi. Yeah, I'll put. I might just have to say. Okay, seeing the fact that it's taking me this long, I'm gonna put Sunny and. I'm gonna put Sunny and Miss Elizabeth on the list so far, unless I can think of someone to pop. No, not Sunny. I don't know either. Not bad. Yeah, I hear you're thinking, but not bad. But there's totally somebody I'm dogging. There's like somebody from the Attitude Era or somebody that I'm just blanking on. But I'll put both Miss Elizabeth and Sunny on the list for now. Ted DiBiase? No, it wasn't him. But see, Ted DiBiase and Rick Rude would have been all right, except for the fact that they clearly wanted to still wrestle. They just couldn't, and they were just taking the role. I did like Rick Rude a lot as the DX manager and the NWO guy, and Ted DiBiase too for the NWO, and and Steve Austin. Who am I missing? Teddy Long was Undertaker's manager before. Yeah, but I'm also not counting Brother Love or a lot of a lot of people have been associated with the Undertaker. Or his wife Sarah. Definitely not counting her. We forgot Dave. Dang it! I thought that one went out saying train, but thank you. Canadians Lines Angel. It's gonna drive me crazy because I totally know I'm missing. I'm not saying. I just thought of Gato. I'm not saying Gato. That's definitely not right. Okay. I need one more to call it home. Yeah, that's the thing that's. I'm trying to think. Who else could there possibly be? WCW guy, ECW. Missy Hyatt, I can make a case for. I think I can make a case for Missy Hyatt over Miss Elizabeth. I think that there. Lou was good. Oh, Mr. Fuji. Nah, it wasn't him either. Oh, I'm thinking ECW faction. Freddie Blassie, that's not bad. Stacy Keibler, I thought of her. It wasn't her either. Arn Anderson. Oh, I don't see him as a manager, but I feel you, BWO. Yeah, that was the thing. I was thinking, but the thing is, they all wrestled, but I was trying to think of some goofy, some funny guy, I just look forward, Tank Cabin. Bill Alfonso. I said Bill Alfonso. Supernova. I just feel like there was a guy that I looked for. Joel Gertner, that's it. That was the answer. How did I dog that? That's what I was looking for this whole time. Joel Gertner trumps a lot of people I just said. So yeah, Joel Gertner. There you go. I knew. Yeah, Sherry is on the list for sure. There you go. It was Joel Gertner. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. That would be my list. And for right now, that would be my list. And Sonny and Miss Elizabeth. Elizabeth is definitely 10, and Sonny would probably be 9. So they're on the list right now, unless somebody can mention someone to knock them off, because Liz is the first to go, and then maybe Sonny. Sonny's going, hey, Kate, what is up? Welcome to the show. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. You guys are great. Okay, so unless you guys can come up with another manager, and for once, I actually think I talked about all the topics in the headline really quickly, so now we can just chill and relax, just conversate and listen. We should bring back Mark Callis versus Terror Rising. I feel like I saw that match way too many times at WrestleMania, but, it would be interesting. Revo Man was a good manager at Ceiling Stuff. The Grand Wizard, the Grand Wizard, you know what? Bye, Elizabeth. Grand Wizard, correct answer. Very correct answer. Very good answer, so good for you. James Mitchell, definitely not, for me at least. Stacy Keibler. Now, the thing is, I like Stacy Keibler. I always have, but, what's her, look at her, what's her track record like? Who she, she was with the Dudleys. We remember that. Did she belong with the Dudleys? No. She had that Randy Orton stint for a while. She's great, and she's pretty, and she's eye candy. Don't get me wrong. But in terms of a manager, she didn't do any of the things managers did. She didn't make her client look any better or worse. She was just, it's, kind of like Sable. Yeah, Sable just stood there, but she didn't help anybody. She didn't get you excited to see blank. She didn't, thank you for the thumbs up. Her charisma wasn't transferable. She was there. So this is not a knock on her. She's great. It's just, managers have to do certain things that managers do, and managers need to make you more aware of their person they're representing. They need to make you more excited for the person that they're representing. They need to be a part of the interaction, and that that this person is now better because they are managed by this person. Undertaker, cool, big, scary dude, but we had Paul Heyman doing all the talking for. Want to go in? This is on this terrible connection right now. This is Kyle. Kyle's been on the show before. Kyle, say hello to everybody. And
hi, everybody.
All right.
What's up?
We're just talking about the best wrestling managers
of all time.
Yeah.
Is this Bobby the Brain Heenan related?
Well, yeah. We got him out of the way. He's definitely on there. But I'm trying to say who else, because we know we know where Heenan represents. But what about everyone else?
I have a very limited scope.
I
was like a little bit in the Attitude Era. I disappeared, and I've been back in wrestling for 2 years.
Right.
So it's really weird. So I've only been knowledgeable about wrestling when the manager has been phased out or not as important, if you think about it.
Yes.
So the most important manager I ever saw was Paul Bearer.
There you go. As we were talking about, Sufka. Hey, Sufka, someone said hello to you.
Hey, what's up?
Freddie Blassie. Wow, a lot of Maurice, really. So, yeah.
We'll say Maurice. But does Maurice really count as a manager?
That's the other, because that's the thing we were just talking about when you came in. Is I'm talking about the pretty girls, the valets, they come in. For me, it's I'm not knocking them; they're fine. But my thing is when they're a manager, I want them to be able to hype the dude up. I want them to contribute to make this person's career matter? Like, especially if you got some guy who can't talk, and you have the mouthpiece to talk. You know, it's one thing if the girl's pretty, but she can also talk. And, you know, like, actually, you know what? Lana.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Dude, yes. Okay, yes.
Lana's the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Which is why she's now managing Tamina.
Right.
And basically doing the same thing.
And, yeah, I realized it as I was saying it, but, yeah, I was ultimately describing Lana. But, yes, Lana. I don't know if Lana would be top 10, but Lana is pretty good.
I'm saying for right now, in an era where there's no valets and, like, no... Well, actually, no. The only valet right now is freaking Ellsworth, right?
Yes.
He's basically the only valet on the main roster right now.
As sad as that
Unless, what are the Singh brothers? Do the Singh brothers count as valets or as managers?
That's a good question. What do they count as?
They do like...
They count as something.
At least the Miz Taraj, they still have matches. When the last time you seen the Singh brothers have a match?
That's true.
Singh brothers, formerly the Bollywood Boys.
See, that's the thing. I think of them as the Bollywood Boys, and until you said that, I'm like... They don't wrestle. Like, it didn't click in my head.
They don't even put him in tag team matches.
Oh man, that's depressing. I did not even think about that. I did not even realize that until you said it. Oh man.
Yes, the way this
good talking. Yeah, no, it totally is. I just realized Ellsworth is a doggy.
That's what I'm saying. He is. He has a leash on him. I really want to know where this angle goes.
I can't believe he still has a job.
They
really
need to do more vignettes where she's doing mean things to him, but also doing nice things to him. Like, they need to go full on.
Sounds like the majority of women I've been involved with. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yo, man, sometimes you got to deal with it.
Sometimes, yeah, it's been I feel like it's almost my entire life. I like a woman who's just nice. That would be great. It would be nice to see that. Okay, what about Baby Doll? Baby Doll, that's not bad. It's not 100% bad, but she's definitely more of a valet to me because that's what J.J. Dillon was there for, to be there. Nakamura versus the Bollywood Boys. Oh, yeah, but I still hear his.
Oh yeah, that was a handicap match. You're right.
Yeah, good call, good catch. Jet's flying, man.
What does Titus count as right now?
Titus.
Titus.
I was thinking
worldwide.
Yeah. I think he counts as a manager. No apologies needed, man. I think he counts as a manager. I don't know why, though.
And one of the few managers that crosses promotions. He's been on 205 and on the main roster going back and forth for him and Apollo.
My thing I don't understand about Tyson is...
What?
Titus. They keep calling him Tyson. Titus is... Did he get hurt or something?
No, he pissed off Vince.
Well, no, I know that. No,
he can wrestle. He just pissed off Vince. They had nothing for him to do. Remember? Because before then... They somehow turned a really bad angle into a really good angle. Like, Titus, like, we give the New Day props for getting over their angle. We give the Fashion Police props for getting their angle over.
Yes, that's a big one.
Titus got Titus worldwide over when Vince didn't want him to succeed. Let's think about that. No one talks about how that is a thing now and it works.
Well, the biggest thing for me is what no one talks about is there was a period of time right before the arm grab thing happened where Vince really liked Titus a lot.
Yeah,
there was like a period of time where he really liked Titus O'Neil, and all of a sudden he just flipped like that. So like I mean, yes, it's petty and it was a dumb reason to do that, but I think it's worse when you know that Vince really liked him and then all of a sudden it flipped. You know, it's not like some guy he was lukewarm on did it. It was a guy you liked, and he just grabbed your arm, and now you hate him. Like, how are you this crazy?
Vince is Vince, right?
I know.
When you're a billionaire with a B, you live in a different world, right? You go on TV and get headbutted at 72, right?
Oh, yeah, that guy's crazy.
That's amazing.
You know what's depressing? I found out by the time they make the next Terminator movie, Arnold's going to be in his 70s, and I'm like, that can't be true.
Why can't it?
Because he can't age. Because that.
Nah. I just have no love for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Really?
No, I'm a fan, but like I don't have like this undying. He's not like up there like I believe Morgan Freeman will never die.
Yes.
And if he is gonna die, we need to start like just having him record all the words in the dictionary, so that way we can have Morgan Freeman speak to us the rest of our lives. But I fully believe that Morgan Freeman will be narrating things for my grandkids. So Morgan Freeman's never gonna die. Arnold Schwarzenegger. If Arnold Schwarzenegger goes, I'll be like, all right. Morgan Freeman dies, I'm going to be hurt. Like, genuinely hurt.
I feel that way about James Earl Jones, too, because I can't imagine no voiceovers from James Earl Jones.
Uncle Phil gone?
Hey, talk to the people. I answer the phone, Kyle.
Hi, people. I guess I'm taking over the live stream for a little while. What's up? So what are we talking about? Jake the Snake. Me and Kyle wins because of my steamroller. All right. What are you guys talking about? So you guys were talking about managers. I'm not the most knowledgeable about managers. If that's the case, what is my boy from ECW, like Paul Heyman? So where does Paul Heyman count already? Did you guys already say where he counted as one of the best managers ever? Because he definitely has to be like top 5 of all time, just based off of like Brock and CM Punk. I think he's dope. And what about Teddy Long? You just got into the WWE Hall of Fame. That's to count for something, right? Especially, it counts extra if you've been in a business. Yeah, like if you Jake Snake or Matilda. Man, Stanley might die. That's gonna be sad. Comic book writers die, but his cameos will live forever because they're gonna keep going. But like leader, Christian, what's popping? Leader Trish is hard though because who thinks of them as valets or as managers anymore? Did they actually manage when they were being valets, or were they just valets? And we think of them so much more as pioneers in wrestling that you kind of forget about that. So it's weird to put them on a list like that. Like, I look at it like this: when they do the Hall of Fame induction, is that even going to be in their package? Like Trish completely outshined Mark Merrow. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And you can say that Paul Bearer was dope because he had the Undertaker, which is the dopest of all dope, but also like Mankind and Kane. So 3 Hall of Fame worthy wrestlers under his watch. So Paul Bearer has to be up there.
All right.
Period.
Oh,
see, that was seamless.
That was seamless. Seamless. We're good like that. Yeah, and it's been a while since you've been on the show, so I'm actually glad that you're here.
Yeah.
And in case anyone was, and I'm going to let the cat out of the bag in case anyone was wondering, these mics are just here for decoration. They don't actually mean anything. I'm not
Wait, really?
No, I'm not using the I'm just using
the mics don't work?
They work. I'm just using my phone.
Oh.
They're just there
I
for
see,
ambiance.
fam.
Yeah.
I see what's popping.
They were valets. So, yeah, what'd I miss?
They brought up Trish and Lita. And I was like,
Lita's good
but I'm saying they don't count. One, they were saying they don't count because they're valets. I'm saying 2, they don't count because when they do their packages about them, they're never going to mention the fact that they were valets. They're going to talk about the fact they were groundbreaking wrestlers.
Well, see, the Trish thing I'll give you, and I know you can make a bit of an argument for it, but Trish I'll give you was just a valet for her period of time when she was doing managerial work. Yeah. Lita, on the other hand, no, she didn't talk, but I think Lita was doing good for the Hardys because she came out with Essa Rios, she came out with the Hardys, and the Hardys had Terry Reynolds before that. They had Doc Hendricks for that period of time.
Terry Reynolds.
That's my thing. They had people that no one cared. No one cared about the Hardys when they had Doc Hendricks and Terry Reynolds. But as soon as Lita came on the scene, then the Hardys became a little more famous. They became a little more known, and the Hardys weren't doing anything different. Lita added that spice to get people excited for the Hardys. So I think she did do a good job as a manager.
Lita also, never mind, not going to bring up that point, but she was also very athletic, and she was participating in matches.
Yes.
Which was super different at the time.
And that's what I'm saying. You got you hyped for the Hardys. The Edge thing, I'm not going to count that.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm not saying, as a manager, she didn't do good for Edge.
That's in second paragraph, like, when they write the biography, second paragraph, Edge, Matt Hardy. Come on, man. That's so good.
As I like to spoil you guys here in the live audience, and thank you for the thumbs up because you guys are great, and I'm going to give you a bit of a tidbit about the upcoming Honest promos because this just reminded me it's going to be Edge. Okay.
What? Wait, do you think Cena would be a great Batman in a Batman? Hell no. Batman, no. He could make he can't even be Bane because Bane is supposed to be Spanish. There are characters that he could be. He could be.
They're saying he's going to be Shazam. That's the rumor.
He better not. Oh, ew, really? Actually, no.
Because The Rock is going to be Black Adam, so it's going to be The Rock and Cena again.
Let me tell you why he could actually be Shazam.
Because he can act like a 10-year-old?
Exactly. That actually works, and that's perfect. And I'm hating on his acting chops. He was actually very good in what was that, Sisters with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler?
I actually liked him in Trainwreck, where he's just playing a big dummy.
I didn't see Trainwreck. I heard a lot of people did good in Trainwreck.
He just plays like a big dumbass. Like, he's just like an idiot. Like, he's like the meat-headed, juice-headed idiot. And You know, because I actually think Cena's a smart guy. But so
Yeah.
but
I
I
mean,
think
I
he's
don't-
good
I
at
don't
playing
know.
dumb. Oh, Train, you want your honest promo? I'll do it right now. The Train is awesome. And that's my honest opinion, so I'm done. So see, it was quick.
Man, can he be a good Green Arrow Aquaman? No. That requires too much range. We need John Cena first to prove his acting chops, and then we need John Cena to play. He can play a superhero, but not one where the plot revolves around him. He's cool if he's an ensemble character, but the way that he's built just doesn't lend himself to those type of superheroes. Now, if they make there's a character in DC called Steel, not Black Steel with the armor on, but there's another.
not
There's
Shaquille
a
O'Neal.
not that one. I got you.
Thank you.
But there's another Steel, Commander Steel. He could do a good job of playing Commander Steel just because he has the body makeup for it. But there are other combo characters that different wrestlers could play. That's actually a good question, man. What wrestler you think would make a good combo character? Who would do a good job playing one? What is it? Yo, Cena is Wreck-It Ralph. If they do a live action Wreck-It Ralph somehow, that'd be kind of hilarious. Did not see Legendary. Did not see the Marine. Aquaman is not a punk. Aquaman can withstand pressures that you dare couldn't. And have you ever tried to have a conversation with a squid? I would like to see you call a kraken out from a river. You haven't done it, so how dare you? Nah, man. Oh man, I didn't even know that. CM Punk is Deadpool. That's interesting. I think CM Punk as Bullseye, Daredevil's nemesis, would be cool. Now I don't know if that's because I'm just seeing like the kind of bad Ben Affleck version of Bullseye, but like his wiry frame and the way he talks and the way he projects, I could see him being Bullseye, or just him. Maybe CM Punk being Rorschach. That might be a stretch. Kane is Carnage. Man, like early Kane, like 90s, like biceps Kane is Carnage. That might be a thing. I could kind of see it. I mean, the color schemes go together. I rocks with it. I rocks with it a lot. British Bulldog is Union Jack. Nah, not as Union Jack. As as who I'm thinking of the English woman trapped in an Asian woman's body. Psylocke's brother. Psylocke has a brother. British Bulldog could be her brother. I forget his name, but he'd be dope as that. What are you doing? Seth Rollins is Aquaman.
Wait,
Yeah.
no problem. Hey,
Yes, I like that.
Just so you know,
I like that a lot.
you were on the Dave Knows Wrestling live stream. Kyle's here. This is
Hey,
Izzy.
what's
Izzy's
up?
been on the show before.
Hey, what up, Izzy? How you doing?
Yeah, Kyle says hi.
Finn Balor as the Joker or Carnage. That's
He's
an
actually
excellent
doing good.
casting, actually. Nikki Bella's Wonder Woman. That would be hot. Yo, I'm gonna just
So
Maurice
so
over
okay,
Nikki
anything
Bella.
else you need?
Wait, no, we're not getting into sexist arguments here on YouTube. That's not happening.
All right, cool. All right, let me know you need anything.
Aquaman versus Namor, the Submariner. Namor is stronger than
Really
Aquaman.
good. We're live streaming
Aquaman
right now.
fights
Kyle's been
dirty.
Playing, host while I disappeared.
Yeah, back
His
during
phone.
Demon Mask Kane, exactly.
Yeah, all right.
Charlie Caruso,
Yeah,
sorry
you need anything, let me
fam,
know.
that's in that gap. If anybody's gonna play Wonder Woman, it should probably be somebody from like the Mae Young classic. Like there are a couple women in there that I think could do an excellent
Yes.
job.
Oh man, what was that? It was. Yes,
as Wonder Woman.
Yes, she got taken out in the first round. What was that?
What's the name's daughter?
No, not Tessa Blanchard. No.
No, are you thinking of
I was about to look it up.
Jazzy?
No.
Jazzy Gabbert?
I don't.
Jazzy Gabbert could definitely play an Amazon though.
I think she
Real
had like.
talk.
She's a little older looking. I think she had an Italian last name.
I'm not sure.
I think she
man.
lost to Piper.
Drew Gulak as Captain Underpants. That's funny. Drew Gulak Drew Gulak as a Shield agent. I could see that early. As Ben Gyrick. If any of you guys are that familiar with Marvel. Peter Gyrick. Sorry, Peter Gyrick.
By the way, that reminds
Go for
me.
it.
Dave knows Comics channel relaunched already. 3 videos up. 1
word?
came out today. Yep, Dave Knows Wrestling Comics is going to be pushing that even more. You're going to be seeing more. Yep. So that channel's out there. You can also check out Dave Knows Comics. That new video also launched today.
Yo, Braun.
I got one. So.
Yo, Braun. All right, Braun as. All right, no, wait.
Don't say the Wonder Woman thing.
No. Let me read out a couple because you guys have been actually shooting out some good ones. Randy Orton is Namor, yes, because they're both dickheads. Shout to the Captain Britain callback because I forgot his name. Braun is the Hulk. I mean that could work as Braun is the Hulk.
He's got that baby face though.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Braun is strong guy.
Huh.
Braun is strong guy. Just put the glasses on him, give him the mohawk. Braun is strong guy. Bray Wyatt is Scarecrow. No, Bray Wyatt is Professor Pig, obviously, fam. Like, they both talk in riddles. Like, he could be that demented. He would have to shave the beard.
There
That's
you go.
about it. What?
Santana Garrett. I think she should have been Wonder Woman.
Santana Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
her.
who I would have cast as Wonder Woman. I thought that as soon as I saw her that she should be Wonder Woman.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah.
Triple H's story. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
I got enough of Triple H playing comic book characters in Blade 3, so I'm good.
Blade. He was in Blade 2, wasn't
3 as the cyber vampire with the metal fangs.
Yeah, and he got suplexed.
Yeah, I'm good with the Triple H stuff.
Yo, Jazzy Gabbitt is Big Barty. Yes. There you go. Now you're thinking. Paul Heyman is the Penguin. I rock with that.
Yeah,
Hacksaw Jim Duggan is Captain America. No. Hacksaw Jim Duggan as
the visual is funny though.
No, I know it's funny as
the Patriot is Captain America.
as D-Man. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is D-Man. Trust me. You go look it up. Like it makes Demolition Man is older character. He got reinvented. Perfect dude is that. Or
Vince is Lex Luthor.
Oh, of course, man. Does Dave know NYC hardcore? Like music or like porn? What are we doing here? William Regal could be an amazing
Do I have to
villain.
distinguish? Does it matter which one?
Yes.
Do we have to distinguish?
Yes. Please, yeah. Because we're not doing the same. Broken Rupert. Who you deleting out here, fan? You obsolete. Out of here.
I think he's talking about me saying
Kurt Angle is Captain America. I can see that. Or as man. There is a U.S. agent. Kurt Angle is U.S. agent.
Charlotte Flair is Emma Frost.
Ooh, that was good.
Thing is, I believe Emma Frost is supposed to be, now this is going to sound messed up, but I think Emma Frost needs to be at a certain level of attractiveness.
How dare you? How dare you?
Just saying.
The genetically superior
needs to
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, well, Charlotte Flair needs to be used as not like, like a girl, not like the, the pretty girly type. She needs to be used as more of a
Howard.
like as Captain Marvel, that's fine. Charlotte Flair can do that for me.
Okay.
I guess by Charlotte being like
because there's more sex appeal with Emma Frost.
Emma Frost is supposed to be like a petite, elitist, like dainty rich girl.
No, not dainty rich girl. She's like she's a buxom, like
maybe not dainty,
evil,
but maybe not dainty, but she's totally supposed to be like
I'll give you that. Not Charlotte. Do you know who would look the part better? Maybe. Oh my gosh, Carmella.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She might do it, but no. What are we saying, Maurice? Period. Hands down.
Yes. That's
Lana. Lana's the answer for everything.
No, I'm going back to. I'd rather have Maurice than Lana for. I mean, I hear you.
Damn.
I hear you.
Lana could actually play the role though. Maurice would need to really work on her accent for that. And I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not getting into any dirty conversations with y'all. We gonna keep this clean. And I'm not gonna.
I'm glad you are.
Yo, Baron Corbin is Barnacle Boy. Fuck Baron Corbin. Off top, all day, every day. Alexa is Frost. No, Alexa she could be Joker's daughter. Alexa could be Harley Quinn. Obviously, Alexa could be. I know. Alexa
could be Frozen.
Alexa could be. There's a couple people from. She could be Pym, the daughter of Pym from Alpha Flight. Yeah. There was also there's a bunch of people that she could play. There's a bunch of short, small women that she could play that she do excellent at. I think she's if she decides to
stop with the Braun Wonder Woman thing. Stop it.
AJ Lee is dope. Charlotte Flair is Jean Grey. Actually, I'll give you that. Vader is Juggernaut. Yo, I actually love the Juggernaut, so don't disrespect him by calling him Vader.
Yeah, dude, I thought that ever since I was a kid. I thought Vader was perfect for Juggernaut. Okay, no, I'm totally with you. There's someone for Squirrel Girl, and I can't think of Molly Holly as Squirrel Girl.
Oh, Cross.
Who?
Cross.
Yeah, from NXT.
Yeah. I rock with her.
All right.
Actually, you know, it'd be a better Harley Quinn.
Ruby Riot. Ruby Riot. I want to see. I would want to see is who is that girl from Teen Titans? I think it was Archim or.
Oh, Raven or
no. Argent.
Argent.
Yeah, is Ruby Riot. Argent. I'll type her. All
right. So then Becky Lynch is Jean Grey. I guess Becky could be Jean Grey.
Becky could be Jean Grey, but someone else has got to be.
Yo, Hurricane should come back. Is he healthy yet? Like I did a Hurricane deep dive the other day. He seemed like he was dope and he could go. You guys tell me, would you want to see Hurricane Helms back in the WWE?
He never come back because he hates Shawn Michaels, and they don't take kindly to that.
Wait, he hates Shawn Michaels?
Yep, like me.
I mean, who the train called all in the crowd? Who will I be? Are you guys flirting in the chat? Is that what you're doing?
Hey, good for him.
Nikki Bella is Black Canary. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know how much I trust Nikki Bella's acting skills.
Ruby Riot.
I see that.
Like, it's right there, you know?
I see that. You're right. Charlotte Flair's all the Stephen Cuckoos? Get out of here.
Yeah, like, the Stephen Cuckoo's got to be, like, you know, the most gorgeous woman on the planet. Like, Liv Morgan.
Yo, I don't know. Liv Morgan is just Carmella 2.0.
No, I think she's like Alexa Bliss and Carmella mixed together.
I don't know, man.
But I think
is she face or heel right now?
Face.
We're all just waiting. I'm just waiting for Ember Moon and Bianca Belair to like come up to the main roster. And yes, I'm biased because they black and I'm black.
The thing, Bianca Belair. We've talked about this like last week. But here's the thing about Bianca Belair: because she's young, I think they're gonna make her wait because they love torturing young people. You young? Yeah. Stay here.
Maya Yim is I like a lady Deathstroke. Yes, Lord. Yes.
It's a word.
As a matter of fact, what's the girl's name? Vita, that's in NXT. She is in excellent form. I thought her wrestling was good. Like I feel like she's main roster ready, and that girl can do whatever she wants to do. She has a lot of potential, and just based on her looks, like she could do like a lot of modeling, like a lot of acting. I think. I'm a huge fan of her.
As Nightwing, because
Ahsoka as Rita from the Power Rangers. That's fucked up.
Nikki Bella is the hottest woman. I see. Okay, if you feel that way, it's interesting to me because she has a twin sister. So like, shouldn't it be like a tie?
No, it's not a tie.
I understand the implants. I get it. I'm just saying, it seems very odd.
Yo, Nikki Bella is the hottest woman wrestler. First off, you're wrong. But second off, we're not gonna rate them just on how they look, okay? Because the winner would be Naomi.
Because we woke?
But it's all right. Yeah, we are woke, so we're not doing that.
Dirty minds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All lazy manias can be my friends. Yo, who is the train? The train called Oliver Cromwell? All right.
He's great.
All right, cool. Nah, I rock with you guys. 90 Shane O'Mac is Robin. That'd be perfect, fam.
All right. I'm just looking at the time. Got to wrap things up. But hey, Kyle, thank you for being on the show, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
My man.
Absolutely.
All right. Peace. Hey, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for everyone for all the thumbs up. Thank you for everything. Hey, but before we go, we can't look at Kyle, you have anything to plug where they can find more of you at?
You can catch me on where am I DJ. I make music. You can go to my SoundCloud. It's The Kane Marco. That's TheCainMarko, like the Juggernaut. So it's just SoundCloud / The Kane Marco. I have a couple mixes up there. Otherwise, if you want to talk to me, get to know me, I'm on Instagram and Twitter as The Kane Marco. TheCainMarko. What's good?
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. Seriously, thank you for all the thumbs up. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for coming out. You guys, as always, a lot of you guys come out all the time, every week, and I really do appreciate that. Seriously, I definitely do. So check that out. Oh, check out Dave Knows Comics. Check out the Patreon if you want to give any support. And you can tweet or set notifications if you want to find out when I'm going on, since, the live stream changes all the time. But seriously, thank you to everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.